need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
And New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Oakland Raiders.
Mike. 319. 59. Hey, watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Looking to throw on second down. Allen, that's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, we're good, we're good. You want it, eh? 951. Hey, watch the slant. Little 9. Shoot. Low. White. Hey, orbit.
Carr going to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now they'll throw with Carr. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's able to find Diggs. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Let's go, defense. Out of time. It's out of time. Alert, alert, alert. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Allen. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Allen. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Monday, down. Blue 80. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
On 1st down, Jacobs. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Down. 180. 180. We're good, we're good. 180.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
Check safety, check safety. Out, out, out. Play Monday. What's up? That's up.
On second down, Jacobs. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Let's see what you got. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Hey, 734. Check 13. Hand me. 13.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Throwing again on second and 10. Allen finding Knox there, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Mike, check, 59.
Now Allen again. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Allen now on the sneak and able to follow his center and pick up the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right? why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Back, alert! All 52. Protein spill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Allen. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Mike, 59, 59. Watch the run.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Now Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
He's coming.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they put...
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive? And got his man complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got a man. It's Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 28 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Check 50-19.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen flushed out right. He'll run it. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Allen taking it himself. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now this time, Allen will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Now a handoff looking right. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
56.
To throw, it's Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Started to look like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
23 yards on the play. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 33.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that back.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That defensive front four has been very good. They've just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like forward-down defensive linemen, they feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys will have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Check 43.
To throw, it's Carr. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. To throw on 3rd down. Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Now, 180.
On play action, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's the Raiders punter now. He's been terrific so far. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Back now in the East Bay. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Allen throwing again. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Maurice Hurst able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Once again, it's Jacobs. Fights loose. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 9.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's Carr to throw. Catch made. It's Moreau. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Malcolm Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Here's Allen to throw it, and that is incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Carr now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Nelson Agholor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And here's Allen. Going to throw again. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He completes it to Treadwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to look deep for more. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. In his own end zone, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Hauschka with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4. He's got a man, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play here for Buffalo, and even 50 yards. Allen now looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Allen hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Now pounced right back on it, keeps possession. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Nassib able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Jacobs now. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Carr going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Carr now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to